Seen some pockets of heavy rainfall move through the area, both sides of the lake, river, and right now over the metro area, though, those storms are beginning to wind down. We'll start up on the north shore. We had a heavier cell that moved in from Lake Pontchartrain toward kind of the Lacombe area, then started to really weaken as it neared Slidell. Still mainly light to moderate rain north shore with maybe an occasional pocket of some heavier downpours. Really got into the heavy rainfall over the metro area, including out into JP. They're still under a street flooded advisory. In the city, still an ongoing flash flood warning and also a new severe thunderstorm warning, although that's primarily well to the east of Violet and moving out over Lake Bourne at the moment. But some heavy rainfall over Kenner and Metairie at this time. Over the city, we've started to see a bit of a lull. So starting to see that rainfall break down as it shifts farther to the east. More rainfall to come, though, as the models keep indicating we should see some additional development kind of from this line south and really start firing up from the bayou parishes, maybe toward the northern coastal parishes, and then start moving in. Although over the last, say, hour or so, we've only seen some pop-up lighter showers. So I'm hoping maybe some of the bulk of the heavier rainfall that we're getting in on now as that moves out, maybe not as intense as we go later into this evening and night. So far on satellite, not really seeing anything reignite. We'll be watching where some of those cloud tops start to kind of blossom, brighten up, and you start to see lightning develop. That would indicate maybe some more storms are developing, which is what the models keep saying will happen later on this evening and going into the night. We'll see. Scattered showers, though, will continue into the overnight, and then early in the morning, it looks like the exact timing is still up for debate, but it does look like we're going to see a little bit of a lull, maybe a long enough break early tomorrow morning to where the morning commute isn't bad, but we would likely see more rainfall before the lunch hour going into the early afternoon, and by mid-afternoon coming to an end, and maybe even a little bit of sunshine breaking out during the day on Tuesday. We'll remain through tomorrow morning under a higher threat for the street flooding. I've already seen that over the metro area and more to come. Now, as far as the rainfall total estimates go, going into tomorrow morning, the heaviest may stay more offshore, which would be great news. However, a couple of inches in a very short period of time still very much likely, and those rainfall totals you saw on the forecast are kind of over a large area. Obviously, within those downpours, we could see even more than that. In some instances, maybe 5 to 6 inches of rainfall. There is also a low-end threat. This is almost kind of secondary threat for severe weather, mainly from gusty winds and some small hail. That is not as much of an issue as compared to the flooding threat. 75 degrees was our high today, and that was set early this morning. Underneath the rainfall, it's actually helped to keep us a little bit milder, but also very humid. And you saw that in the form of some dense fog this morning. 68 degrees is our current temperature, and breezy winds out of the northeast at 15 miles an hour. In the 60s across most of the area, but some low 70s. However, this rain-cooled air over the region has prevented us from getting into the 80s, which is what they have over in Texas. So without the clouds and rainfall, we'll probably be in the lower 80s during the day today. Within those thunderstorms, you will find some strong wind gusts, and if they do get a little bit higher, we might see some additional severe thunderstorm warnings issued. This is all from a disturbance, which is kind of difficult to see, but it's out over Texas, and we're getting that kind of triggering mechanism for the showers and storms over us today. This feature will be and continues to move east, so eventually all of the rainfall will be moving east too. And again, that may be around midday, early afternoon tomorrow. So not an all-day rain on Tuesday, but the models keep indicating a few more rounds likely during the late evening and overnight period, and then even some early tomorrow morning before all of that is gone by about mid-afternoon tomorrow. That's the one upper feature moving on. Most of this week looks fairly quiet. We'll keep the cloud cover around warm and humid, and then here comes another little upper disturbance. That brings in another chance for showers and storms on Friday. That one on Friday, also low-end threat for some street flooding, but maybe a slightly better chance of some strong to severe storms. We'll have to wait and see how that situation sets up. Our rain chance tomorrow, mainly morning and again early afternoon, and then the rest of the day should be dry with maybe a little sunshine. Warm and humid Wednesday and Thursday. That next round of rain Friday into early Saturday, but that one will be associated with a cold front, so temperatures will be coming down and turning less humid for the weekend and early next week.